Hey, what is up, guys? I'm your boy Nick with Pick 'em My Man. We are back with another one. We're gonna be taking a look at the best bets that I have for you guys for the next card. UFC Fight Night. Chris Gutierrez is going up against the top 10 ranked Song Yadong to get into the top 10, and it's a pretty tough ask for Chris Gutierrez. And they are giving him this big opportunity to get in to climb up the rankings. And let's see if he can do it. I mean, I got a couple of best bets for you guys. Before we talk about the best bets, the prop of the week, let's talk about last week. I mean, I honestly didn't have the best last week, but we're still going to talk about it. My lock of the week came through. Our plus money prop of the week came through. So it is what it is on best bets. Probably the only time I've gone negative this whole year on best bets. Usually we end up like 4-1 or 4-0, 5-0, 4-0-1. The last couple of weeks, I mean, we've done really good in best bets. Before this week, we were like, I think we were like 14-3-2, and two of those losses were underdogs picks that I had. But on this card, I went negative, which is really rare for me going negative in best bets. Best bets, we had Kelvin Gastelum at plus 120, and that was one of the worst picks I've ever made. Hindsight is 2020, but looking back at that fight, I knew Brady's grappling was gonna be pretty good, but I honestly didn't think Brady was gonna be able to hold him down like that and control him like a baby. I mean, Kelvin Gastelum looked like he just never even trained a grappling a day in his life. But maybe that's just a skill gap. At 170, the skill gap is too big, and Brady just had the speed. The speed on those entries were beautiful, and Brady honestly looked like a Dagestani out there with the grappling that he had. And it's good to see Brady get a big win. And I'm gonna be keeping an eye on Brady next fight. And now he's probably gonna be a big favorite this time. We missed an opportunity betting on Brady at minus 120, but it is what it is. And then had Julia Avila. I don't know why I even put her there. She was coming back after 2 years off. I thought she would work on her takedown defense, and her takedown defense looked like the worst takedown defense I've ever seen. I mean, her and Kelvin Gastelum were probably like outpartying when they were supposed to go out there and train takedown defense, and none of them, these two, didn't even look like they trained a day of wrestling in their life. It is what it is though. So minus 157, that call was one of the worst calls I've ever made. Drakkar Close came through at minus 130. That was one of the better picks on the card. He slammed what's his name, slammed Selecki, got out of the armbar and just put him out. And good win for him. He got a first round knockout. I hope to give him a good matchup next. And then we had Jack Reese, and Cody Brandes does it again, man. Jack Reese, I don't know, did he not watch the fight between Selecki and Close? Did he not see what happened when you play that BJJ nerd game against a wrestler like a powerful wrestler like Brandes? He was trying to go for the triangle off his back, and that was one of the worst things I've ever seen. Back-to-back slam knockouts. Pretty rare. I mean, what are the odds of that happening right back to back too? But that was pretty crazy to see him get knocked out, and I hope he learns his lesson and stops playing that soy boy jiu-jitsu game off his back. Then Rodolfo Bellato, man, this was sweaty as hell. Holy shit. Bellato got it done, but I mean, I'm probably not gonna be betting on him again. Unless he's plus money, I'll probably take a shot on him at plus money. But holy shit, man, this guy, that was just one of the sweatiest fights I've ever seen. I mean, he was almost out cold a couple of times. Pateria looked really good out there. Pateria was like he had the speed. His combinations were on point, and he almost put Bellato out a couple of times. And Bellato would wake up every time he would get punched in the face. And he's got to thank the referee for not stopping that fight. That fight could have been stopped many times. But I'm glad that he came through, or else I would have been like 1-4 on best bets. Would have been even worse. But 2-3, I'm pretty disappointed in myself for going 2-3, but 16-6 overall. Most, like half of those losses are underdog picks that I picked. We picked Levitt last week, and is what it is. We're gonna restart, regroup, and our prop of the week, under 3.5 rounds in the main event at plus 100. I was really confident in the prop, and I couldn't believe that the under 3.5 was plus money, knowing how bad Benil Darius' durability really is. Benil Darius, now he's been finished in the first round like 4 times, I think. And I was like, yo, if Hernandez can knock him out in the first round, Arman Sarukian should be able to handle him accordingly. And that's exactly what Armin Sarukian did. I mean, he showed him that knee and then put him out cold. I mean, the lock of the week was Armin Sarukian. We locked him at minus 180, and I told you guys he's gonna knock him out cold. I mean, some people weren't listening to me. I think they wanted him to win because they're fans of Beneil Dariush, and no one really likes Armin Sarukian. But you gotta put some respect on Armin Sarukian, man. This guy is the real deal. And Beneil Dariush, I mean, he's on a 2-fight first round knockout losing streak, and things aren't really looking good for him right now. I still think he can get some wins in the UFC at 155, but I feel like his durability is really leaving him, and I don't think he can eat a shot anymore, especially now after 2 back-to-back knockouts. It's gonna be tough for him staying in the top 10 of 155, because 155 is full of some killers over there right now. By KO, TKO was plus 150. That was pretty insane. But for lock of the weeks, we are 8-3, and I think the only picking most confident, like whenever we picked favorites, I think we were like 7-1 on picking favorites on lock of the weeks, and the 2 losses were, I think it was Cameron Simon against what's his name? His name is escaping me right now, but yeah, we had what's his name against Tom Aspinall. I just can't remember his name right now, but he fought on the Alex Pereira versus Jerry Prochazka. Sergey Pavlovich, yeah, Sergey Pavlovich. I took him as an underdog lock of the week. That really that wasn't good lock of the week. I'm really disappointed for picking Sergey Pavlovich. Tom Aspinall looked like the real deal, and Tom Aspinall is gonna make some rapid improvements. But I'm happy that we hit Armin Sarukian, and we had by KO TKO, and we also had the under 30.5 rounds. And now we're on a 2-fight lock of the week streak. I gave you guys a plus money, plus 155 on my last lock of the week, Morales 3rd rounder decision, plus 155. And now we had another closely lined. I mean, Armin Sarukian, he closed in at like minus 265, I think, which wasn't the worst. It was a good parlay piece. And if he lost, I would have been really disappointed, and that really made me feel a lot better. So let's talk about the next week now, guys. Next week, first best bet on the card, Sumar Darzi was supposed to take on Nascimento, and I was really confident in Nascimento getting the job done. And Tim Elliott, he's smart, man. He knows Sumar Darzi cannot grapple. He's got a big hole in his grappling, and he's been submitted 5 times. And Tim Elliott, as long as usually he has good cardio. I've never really seen him slow down. He was beating up on Makhachev before he got submitted in the 3rd round. We bet on Makhachev live at minus 132. If you guys watched that live stream, that was one of the best bets we ever made live. We also bet on Silva last week live. I think we got Silva at minus 125 or minus 132. I was like, I gave it out in my Discord. I gave it out on live stream. I was like, there's no way Guida is winning the fight, and Silva got it 29-28, unanimous decision. And one judge had it 30-27. I don't really agree with the 30-27, but 29-28 was the right scorecards, and I can't believe we got him at minus 130 live betting. So you keep an eye on the live streams. Sometimes we have some good betting spots live, but I like Tim Elliott here as long as his cardio holds up. I don't think Sumar Darzi has the best cardio himself, and Tim Elliott has beaten much better competition, and it's not even close. I like Tim Elliott at minus 180 a lot. I liked over 1.5 rounds too. I think he probably wins by decision, but Sumar Darzi has been finished in all of his 5 losses. So I'm gonna see what the Elliott by submission prop is. He only has 1 submission in the UFC, but it doesn't take much to submit a guy like Sumar Darzi, who's got a big grappling hole in his game. And if it's like plus 500, plus 400, it's unlikely that they'll give us plus 400 on Tim Elliott by submission, because Sumar Darzi, all 5 losses are by submission. So, but I'm gonna take a look at that. The props aren't out for this fight yet, but I like that over 1.5. I think we could go into the 2nd and 3rd round. I could see Elliott submitting him in the 3rd round, maybe to 2nd round, later in the 2nd round. But the money line is the A side here. I like Tim Elliott money line a lot. I think you can put him in a parlay. Sumar Darzi normally wins his fights by knocking people out, and if you're not knocking out Matt Snow, you're not knocking out Tim Elliott. I mean, I think Makhachev would absolutely steamroll Sumar Darzi, and Tim Elliott was was in a very competitive fight with Makhachev before he got caught in that submission in the third round. So I like Tim Elliott here a lot, -180. I think that line is worth. I think he's worth it at -180. He's a good parlay piece too, and I'm gonna sprinkle on the Elliott by submission round 2 and round 3. Let's look at the next one, guys. Next up, we got the second best bet on the card is for the Steve Garcia versus Malquizo Costa. This fight was supposed to take place on the last card at UFC Austin, but apparently Steve Garcia had I have these names like flipped, but we all know this is the Malquizo Costa, and this is the Steve Garcia. And I like this fight not to go the distance. I think at -210 that's a good play. And if you guys don't want to play the fight doesn't go to decision, I think Costa point spread -3.5. All he has to do, as long as he doesn't lose a round, he's never really fought close to most of his fights. He's never gone to a split decision before, and I think as long as I think Costa is gonna win this fight, and I think he's gonna either finish him in the first 2 rounds or he's gonna cruise to a decision for 30-27. So I like that point spread a lot on Costa at -130. But I like the fight doesn't go to decision because Steve Garcia is an absolute junkyard dog, and he's gonna bring the fight to Malquizo Costa, and I think Costa is gonna have the better footwork. I think he's gonna have the better fight IQ. He's got the better chin. We've seen Steve Garcia get put out cold by Mahashate, and I think Costa has the power. He's got the technical striking to really hurt him and put him out. So I do like the fight doesn't go to decision at -210. And I like Costa point spread. He can finish him or he can win by 30-27. Let's go to the next one, guys. Next up, third best bet on the card is Hunseng Park in the Hunseng Park versus Shannon Ross fight. What the hell happened to my my camera? Let me pull up the camera here, guys. 1 second. I don't know what's going on with my camera. I gotta restart this camera again. Sorry about that. I apologize, guys. But this is really weird. Okay, I'm back now. I think let me pull up the camera again, guys. Well, give me a second here. This is really weird. I can't believe that just happened. I apologize for that, guys. I don't know what's going on with my camera. Something's like really fucked up in my camera, to be honest. Jesus Christ, man, what is going on with my camera? I gotta restart this camera, I think. Where's the camera? Okay, gotta reopen it. I hate this freaking Elgato camera. What is going on with it? Like, just freaking work, man. Every time I need it to work, it doesn't freaking work. I'll be right back in a second, guys. Give me a second. I'm about to be back in a second. Come on, you better work now. Okay, there we go. We're back now, boys. So I like Hunseng Park here. Shannon Ross is on a 3-fight losing knockout streak. He's been knocked out back-to-back, and we picked against him in his last fight. I had Aguilar as one of my best bets on the card, and I didn't expect Aguilar to knock him out in the first round with the first punch that he threw, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, who would have thought that Aguilar would get his first knockout over Shannon Ross? Because Shannon Ross has no chin left at this point, and I think we're gonna see Park has got some knockout power in his own hands, and at this point, if Aguilar can knock him out, I think Park can do the same. I like the under 1.5 rounds. I think that's one of my most confident pick on this fight, and I like Park by KO TKO, knowing that Shannon Ross has been knocked out 3 times back to back. I feel confident that Park can do it, and I think this was a showcase fight for Park. The UFC was made this fight because they wanted him to showcase him before they moved the card to Vegas, and I still think Park is gonna make it look easy. And I think he's gonna knock him out in the first round. That's my best bet. But I think the safer play is under 1.5 rounds. I think that's a good parlay piece. Let's go to the next one, guys. I do think some money's gonna come in on under 1.5 because Shannon Ross cannot take a punch anymore. Let's go to the next one, guys. Next up, fourth best bet on the card is the Iron Turtle. I've really been impressed by him, man. I can't believe there's some. I get it why people are taking Andre Muniz plus money, because he's been the favorite against Paul Craig. He was a favorite against Brendan Allen, and he's really let me down, man. I can't trust this guy anymore. Even if he was plus 250, plus 300, I would not trust Andre Muniz even at that line. This guy, when things don't really go his way, when he can't find that early submission, he pretty much breaks mentally. And I think Jin Young Park, his striking has been looking really clean. He was like absolutely piecing up elbow drive on the feet, and then he submitted him. He broke elbow drive down mentally, and then submitted him. He's on a 3-fight submission streak right now, all by rear naked choke, and I do think he's gonna get a submission win here. A submission for Jin Young Park is plus 600, which is absolutely crazy. I do think I like the wins inside the distance a lot, plus 110. That's a safer route, I think. But I like Jin Young Park moneyline. I think moneyline is the A side because he has wins by decision too before. But Andre Muniz has been knocked out 5 times, and I think Jin Young Park can do it. I think wins by inside the distance plus 110. Let's freaking go, guys. I like Aaron Turtle a lot. He's one of my most confident picks on the card. And Andre Muniz has lost his edge. And when he was on that win streak, he was looking unstoppable. But now that people have figured him out, I mean, all you have to do is survive that first round against Andre Muniz, and you pretty much you can just pretty much bully him in the second round when he's getting tired. He doesn't really have anything left in the tank, and he pretty much just gives up. I mean, getting grounded and pounded by Paul Craig. I mean, who does Paul Craig knock out? I mean, no one. Paul Craig doesn't knock out anyone, and you're getting grounded and pounded by Paul Craig. Absolutely embarrassing, man. I think he's gonna get steamrolled here. I got Jin Young Park by second round. Maybe TKO or submission. I'm gonna get second round submission, and that's plus 600. Let's go to the next one, guys. Last best bet on the card is I didn't want to put a women's MMA best bet on the card, but I have to, man. I think Roanne Dos Santos, I picked her as an underdog in Invicta before she's making her UFC debut. She got a really good win in Invicta. She got a unanimous decision win, and she was a plus 125 underdog. And I was one of the few people that believed in her back then, and I believe in her here. I think she's gonna make it look easy. I put out 1.2 units on her at minus 120 early in the week. If you guys look at my early picks video, I was like, she's a good bet at minus 120. Now she's sitting at minus 155, minus 170, even on some books. I knew that some money would come in on her. She's got way more experience than Alencar, and Talita Alencar has really let me down. I picked her by submission on Dinaway Contender Series, and she was almost finished a couple of times. In this fight, I think she's gonna have a hard time taking Dos Santos down and keep holding her down. And I like Dos Santos wins by decision. But if you guys want to hedge, because I do think Alencar, she doesn't have the best cardio. She can get really tired in the third round, maybe gets stopped. But she's tough enough, and she showed good toughness in that last fight. And Roanne Dos Santos, she's a good striker, and I think she can outstrike Alencar here. So moneyline is the A side, but I like wins by decision at plus 150, and you can hedge round 3 win for Dos Santos at plus 1000 a lot. I think that's a good hedge. Let's go to the next one, guys. Prop of the week now. My prop of the week. We're on 2 win streak for prop of the weeks. I mean, we hit the over 1.5 rounds in the co-main event in the Morales versus Matthews fight. That was minus 185. And then now we're coming off that prop of the week in the Arman Sarukian versus Benil Dariush, plus 100. Hit the like down below, guys. I still give you guys a plus money prop of the week, and now I'm giving you guys another plus money prop of the week. Yadong Song is taking on Chris Gutierrez, and Chris Gutierrez is gonna try to stay on the outside and just touch his legs and try to play that touch and move game. And I don't think it's gonna work. I think Yadong can take him down. He's got the grappling upside, and he's been looking really good. I picked him as my lock of the week against Ricky Simon when most people were picking against him there. I think I picked him by third round TKO, and he got it done in the 5th round. I mean, he knocked Ricky Simon down a couple of times, and Ricky Simon has a pretty good chin, and that's why I like Song Yadong wins by KO TKO plus 120. Most of his wins are by KO TKO. He's got crazy power, he's got crazy speed, he's got really good boxing, really good inside fighter in the pocket, and I don't think Chris Gutierrez is gonna want the smoke. I mean, he got knocked out once by Pedro Munoz, and he's like, oh, I don't wanna trade in the pocket anymore. If you guys go watch that fight back, he was scared to trade in the pocket. He does not like getting hit. He just wants to stay on the outside and kick people's legs off. And Song Yadong would check Enrique Simon's leg kicks, and he's got really good leg kicks. And I think once he starts checking leg kicks, I think Chris Gutierrez is gonna be confused. I mean, Chris Gutierrez got taken down by Alateng Haley in the 3rd round. Alateng Haley has bad fight IQ, or if Alateng Haley win for takedowns early, he would have won the fight in my opinion. But Alateng Haley took too long to get going. Then he finally went for takedowns in the 3rd round and got it right away. I think if Song Yadong wants to go for takedowns, he can get easy takedowns here and ground and pound him and get that TKO stoppage. Song Yadong has some nasty ground and pound, guys. So this is my prop of the week, another plus money prop of the week. Hit the like down below, guys, if you guys appreciate the work that I put into this. If you guys subscribe to the channel, guys, we hit 555 subscribers. I think we're at 557 subscribers, so our channel is growing by the day. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all of you guys that show the support every week, watch the videos, leave comments down below for the YouTube algorithm. It means a lot to me, man. I see all of you guys, and I got another plus money prop for you guys here, man. Let's make it 3 in a row. We're on a 2 prop of the week win streak right now, coming off that plus money prop of the week, and we're also on a 2 win streak for lock of the weeks. I want to watch the weigh-ins and face-offs. I haven't really decided who I want to go with for lock of the week yet, but I like this prop of the week a lot. Song Yadong wins by KO, TKO, plus 120. If you guys don't want to if you guys think that Chris Gutierrez is dangerous, you can take fight doesn't go the distance at minus 135. I think that's a good play too. I was gonna put that one in here for prop of the week, but I want to give you guys another plus money prop. I don't want to give you guys like a minus 135 for fight doesn't go the distance isn't bad, to be honest. But I think Song Yadong is gonna absolutely smash him, and I think he's gonna be the first one to knock Chris Gutierrez out. Chris Gutierrez training at a Factory X Muay Thai, which is a good training center, but he in the pocket he doesn't really have good boxing, and I think Song Yadong can really bully him in the pocket. And if you guys will go watch the Ricky Simon fight again, I mean, everything was on point for Song Yadong. Even against Corey Sandhagen, I mean, he was cracking Corey Sandhagen, but Corey Sandhagen has really good elbows, and he cut him, and that's why he got that doctor stoppage on Song Yadong. And I picked Corey Sandhagen there I think I picked by him by decision, but that was a doctor cut, and Song Yadong was close to. That was a close fight, man. That was a 2-2 heading into the 5th before the doctor stoppage, in my opinion. But Chris Gutierrez doesn't really throw any elbows, so I don't see him cutting Song Yadong here. Maybe he's gonna make some improvements, but I don't think he didn't show me anything against Alateng Haley. He plays the same game from the outside, kicking his legs off, and that's all he does, man. I haven't really seen any improvements from Chris Gutierrez. He didn't even try to knock Alateng Haley out. He was okay with winning by decision, and UFC doesn't really care about people that try to go win by decision. They want to see finishes, and I don't think they're putting Chris Gutierrez in this main event because they're really high on Chris Gutierrez here. I think they're high on Song Yadong here, and they're trying to build Song Yadong. This card was supposed to take place in that Asian country. I forgot. Where was it supposed to take place? I think it was supposed to take place in, was it Hong Kong? I can't remember where it was supposed to be, but it was an Asian country, and they were trying to showcase Song Yadong, and I think Song Yadong is gonna do it, knock him out cold. I'm gonna say ground and pound TKO. I'm gonna say 4th round TKO for Song Yadong. I think Chris Gutierrez is gonna try to play that game. He's gonna get tired later the fight goes, and I think Song Yadong is gonna catch him, drop him, and I think he's gonna jump on him and then ground and pound him, just like he did against Ricky Simon. And that's my prop of the week, guys. So I might, if I like what I see from the face-offs, from the weigh-ins, I might pick a lock of the week. But if I don't feel confident, I'm probably not gonna pick a lock of the week this week. But when I pick a lock of the week, I want to feel confident in it, so you guys can bet it. I mean, last week I felt really confident in Armis Rook, and that's why I gave you guys him as a lock of the week early at minus 180. I mean, that line went up. It went all the way up to minus 325, and I said it would. And if I don't feel confident in a lock of the week for this week, I'm probably not gonna give you guys a lock of the week this week. Is what it is. But I can't force a lock of the week if I don't feel confident in it. But I want to see the weigh-ins, and I might pick a lock of the week later in the week. So keep an eye out for the video, and I'm gonna make a parlay video too. So keep an eye out for that. And we're gonna make more content. I'm gonna be bringing you guys more content. Hit the subscribe down below if you guys appreciate the content, and leave a comment down below for the algorithm. And let me give some people a shout out, man. Let me give some people a shout out here. People that always leave comments that show support. Come on, where's let me pull up some people here, man. People that watch my videos every week. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate you guys. Can you guys see this or no? Okay, never mind. My camera just went off. I don't know what is going on with my camera, to be honest, today. My camera is absolutely messed up today. But let me give you guys some of you guys a shout out here, man. I think let me pull it up here. 1 second, guys. Window capture. Come on. Okay, let's give some people a shout out here, man. I appreciate you guys leaving comments down below for the YouTube algorithm and watching my videos, man. Let's give some people a shout out, man. Shout out to Ages MMA, man. He's got a really good channel, man. You guys need to subscribe to his channel. He's got really good content. He's making his way up. His channel is growing. Let's freaking go. Ages MMA. He's the fucking goat. He's got some really good content. He's got some really good picks. You guys need to subscribe to him. And let's talk about some other people. The Bob, man. This guy's always showing love in the comments. Shout out to the Bob, man. Bob's the fucking goat. And let's some other people here too in the comments. Let's talk about a lot of people that show support every week, man. Al Capone, shout out to him, bro. He's always showing love in the comments. Shout out to we got Paul 3616. Shout out to him, man. He's always showing love. Shout out to user IZ4NM2SB. Shout out to the White Girl Slayer. This guy's always showing love. He's got some good picks, man. Shout out to Pete Rebo. Shout out to Nice Nico. I mean, Nico's always showing love, man. Shout out to Nico. Shout out to Throwing Blade. Shout out to this guy, MMA Pick'em. This guy made a channel. He took my channel name and made it. This guy sounds like he started watching MMA yesterday. Wow, it is what it is, man. There's always gonna be some haters. It is what it is. Shout out to him, man, for watching the video. Leaving a comment down below. He had Selecki, Brendes, and Brady. That was a good parlay, man. That was actually a sick parlay. If he didn't have Selecki in there, that would have cashed. That was a plus 1,000. I mean, holy shit. Shout out to Habib the Goat. He's always showing love. Shout out to Lord Father. Thank you. 2903. Shout out to him. Shout out to the Bob again. Always showing love. Shout out to everyone, man. Shout out to you guys. If I missed you, I apologize. But a shout out to you guys, man. Always showing love. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Take it easy. And I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. Once again, let's go over everything once again. So, once again, for best bets, we have Summer Darzi. Then we have, Tim Elliott. Moneyline, I like that a lot. I like Tim Elliott by sprinkle maybe because Summer Darzi gets submitted. Then for the second best bet, we have Fight Doesn't Go the Distance and Costa point spread at -130. Next best bet once again is Park by KO plus 150 under 1.5 rounds. I like the under 1.5 as a parlay piece, and I like Fight Doesn't Go the Distance as a big parlay piece. I think this fight, no way this fight goes to decision. And then fourth best bet on the card is Jin Young Park moneyline -161. And I like him to win inside the distance. I like him to win by submission too, plus 600 there. And then fifth best bet, Dos Santos wins by decision plus 150. I'm giving you guys a lot of props this week. I hope they come through for us. Let's freaking go. If you guys want to hedge, if you guys think Talit Talinkar probably gets finished later, I think you can hedge in Dos Santos round 3 at plus 1,000. And the prop of the week for us, one prop of the week was Sangidang wins by KO plus 120. Let's make it 3 in a row, guys. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown, and I'll see you guys in the next one, and I appreciate you guys. Later.